Sports Car Series finale at Lime Rock Park Saturday. Max Angelelli and Ricky Taylor led the most laps on the day, then held off a charging Antonio Garcia at the end en route to their third consecutive Lime Rock victory. Championship battle, no surprise there. Ganassi's Scott Pruett and Memo Rojas used a 7th place finish to clinch their team's 6th Daytona Prototype title. Now that's the 6th for the Ganassi team, 5th for Scott Pruett, and by my unofficial count, his 11th championship in American road racing, as Scott extends his records in Grand-Am competition to go with multiple titles in IMSA sedans, Trans Am, you name it. And that on top of double-digit national championships in karting, starting low these many years ago. We're pleased to welcome Scott Pruett to the show tonight. Scott, I feel like I've been calling your races forever, so I'm especially glad you're with us here tonight. Congratulations on the victory. Excuse me, on the championship, but only 2 wins this year. That's kind of a low for you, wouldn't you say?
It was a very interesting season. In fact, it was a wild card season when you saw what kind of took place with the 99 and with the 10 with us. We saw some new guys making it to victory lane this year. But for the Telmex BMW, certainly we would have liked to have had more victories. But we knew going into the season that we didn't have the fastest car, and every point was cherished and worked hard for, fought hard for. The Ganassi group did a great job. My teammate Memo Rojas, an awesome job, and here we are with yet another championship.
You know something, Pruett? You and Scott Dixon, you need to get some kind of award because you've been with Ganassi now longer than most people can tolerate being with him. So what's the secret, son?
It's funny. You just keep winning. I mean, if you keep winning, you stay out of the spotlight with getting into any issues. But it's great working for Chip that many years. He was there at the last race. He'll be here in the banquet tomorrow here in New York City. And, we're all focused on the same thing, going out and winning. And even, this many years later, this is our 9th year together with 6 team championships, 5 driver championships. And if you look at that in itself, what an incredible run. I mean, it's just been, just for me personally, quite an achievement.
Scott, the question now is, how are things going to change? I'm sure you've read all the reports about the merger of the American Le Mans Series and Grand-Am beginning in 2014. What do you see happening going forward? How are they going to pull these 2 series together and create something better?
Well, first of all, just like we saw in IndyCar, it's very difficult to function with 2 separate series. It's confusing for the fans. It's confusing to the drivers. They're not sure what direction to go. And so we're going to see the same thing. The biggest challenge I see is trying to come up with a rule package that really makes sense. What are you going to do with the tires? What are you going to do with the cars? What are you going to do with the engines? The great part about it is NASCAR is at the helm. Their focus is we want to give great shows for the fans. We want to keep the cars competitive, and we want to keep it at a reasonable price, for all the team owners. And I know they're working hard at it now. For me personally, this is, because I've been through it all. I mean, I've seen the rise and fall of Trans Am, the rise and fall of IMSA, and everything that's kind of taken place in between over the years. And I'd like nothing more than some sort of stability in road racing. And I truly see this being the first step into that happening. And I know that within the back doors of what's going on within NASCAR and how they're trying to put everything together, they're spending a lot of time trying to figure out exactly what to do with those rules.
Well, Scott, we hope you have a great banquet tomorrow night. Well done on the championship. Say hi to Chip for us, and thanks very much for taking the time to talk with us tonight.
Thanks, guys. Always good talking to you. Bob, Robin, always good talking to you.
All right, thank you. That is Scott Pruett, and we'll be back to Wind Tunnel.